Welcome back to the Jane B Show. So today we're going to continue the conversation on the true meaning of good hair. Did somebody say good hair? This is Jane B of the Jane B Show, and we are back with part 2 of some dynamic, fabulous sisters that are wearing their natural hair. Hey ladies.
How you doing?
How you doing? So listen, I want you guys to just introduce yourself and tell me how long you've been wearing your hair natural, and just give me a little story about like your natural hair and how you come to this decision to wear this fabulousness right here.
Okay, well, my name is Jennifer. And I'd say mine is 2 separate stints. One that was 3 years from 7th to 10th grade, and one that was in about my mid-20s for about 5 years. I've been natural, I'd say 30 years. 30 years. And it really wasn't ever a decision to not be natural. I mean, the first time when I got the creamy crack applied, it was really just from begging my mother so that I could have like an Anita Baker haircut that some older relatives had. And I just wanted to be, you know, I wanted to be down. I didn't appreciate the work that she had put into growing what she considered her hair, because she had put so much work into it. And then the second stint, I was actually a customer of Miss Jessie's and going through her whole Silkner process, but you can still wear your hair natural. That's a whole other conversation. But it's really just been like, this is who I am, and let me just, you know, work it.
Okay.
Well, I'm Sabrina, and I've been natural for a year and a half. I decided to go natural after my first year in college. I wanted my own identity. I wanted to be different from everybody else. So I did the big chop, which is literally cutting off all your perm hair. So it was just really short. And at first, I didn't know how I felt about it, but I got a good reaction to it.
And that helps.
So a lot. And so many girls were doing it. And I mean, I had a support system, and I even influenced other friends that I had to become natural. So it helped me a lot to find my own identity, to find out who I am. So I don't depend on fake things. Natural, and this is who I am.
Nice, nice. Now, I was wearing my hair natural like you ladies before I decided to put micro locks in it. And I know when my hair was in free form, like you guys here, I had like a challenge, like taking care of it. So let's just talk about the products you use and the maintenance, because you guys have such different styles. So like, what's your maintenance? Like, what's your like daily maintenance? Or
well, you want to start?
My maintenance, okay. Well, at night before I go to sleep, I usually do like little box braids and like twirl it in and then stick it in. So in the morning when I take it out, it's like curly, or I could just pick it out and have a big fro. But I mean, it depends on the weather, because if it rains, I'm gonna have a shrunken afro. It's just gonna be a total different look. So, you know, it does take maintenance. People think, oh, it's natural, it's a free-for-all. It's not hard. It is. It really is. That's okay. And I get my hair trimmed every 2 weeks, so it stays in, you know, form. I color it sometimes. So yeah, it is a maintenance.
It's big maintenance. And part of that maintenance is going through like Product Junkies Anonymous and trying to figure out which products work best for your hair. Because even at this length, I mean, I had my natural hair down to about the middle of my back. And at that point, maintenance was at night, obviously tying it up, but putting it in a bun and, you know, getting any loose ends together. And now it's satin pillowcase, but it's been a journey in trying to find which product mix works best, because you have different consistencies. You have puddings, you have creams, you have lotions, you have a thinner type of lotion, you have gel. It's like, what works best for your hair to get the curl, to keep it from being frizzy, and then to rejuvenate it in the morning. Because like you said, it's not just, oh, wake up and I go. It's like, okay, I have like a Gumby, and I need to get her right so I can go out in the world. So.
And sometimes there are so many different products, like, especially now, because it is a trend. It's like, all right, so many companies are coming out with different products, and it's like, it's confusing now. Like, what's good for me and what's, you know, good for you? So you definitely have to, you know, figure that all out.
And I think one thing we should think about too is that a lot of mainstream companies are putting on their products for natural, non-relaxed hair. Exactly, as opposed to like, and that could just be for money purposes, just because they're catching on the bandwagon. But I know that there are like smaller companies that are more grassroots that really put products together and ingredients together for our natural hair.
Actually looks like ours. And for me, that's important. I want to see who's behind the product and whether or not it works for them. Because Soft Sheen putting together something, Bronner Brothers, like one of the larger companies, it doesn't feel the same to me because you're just trying to tap into a market.
Exactly.
And you're not really understanding what we have to go through to get the look that we want.
Exactly. But now let me ask you a question, because it is so trendy now, and but you still will have those pockets of people that is not so trendy with everybody, the natural hair. What have you found is mainstream's like take on natural hair?
As far as acceptance?
Yeah, as far as acceptance and the whole, like, or maybe I should change it to say, what do you think is the biggest misconception about women who are wearing their natural hair and just wearing your natural hair in general?
That it's easy. Unless because I teach high school and I've seen a lot of girls come back this year with a real close cut. If you do that, that's cool, because you could just wake up and go. But I think a lot of women who are now making that transition may not really understand the effort that it takes to get the form and shape that we have. It's definitely not wake up and go.
Well, there is a stereotype that goes with it as well, because being natural, I guess you'd have to be this natural beauty. Automatically people would think that. I mean, I've had some negative aspects of responses to my hair, but I don't dwell in that. Like, some guys don't like it, some guys do. So I mean, as long as you're okay with your hair, it's fine. Like, I don't have an issue with weave or perms. It's not good for me per se. I mean, but as long as you're okay with yourself, with your hair, is it an issue at all?
True. So let me ask you, ladies, what is, we hear this term, we've heard it since we were little, it's been ingrained in our culture, but I just want to know, what is good hair? What is that?
I don't know, to me, well, first of all, good hair is any hair that actually grows out of your head in all places. And then secondly, I think good hair, if we're going to use that term, it has come to mean it takes less time and effort to manage it. Like, my mother has what folks would deem good hair. It's silky, it's curly, it's like we go through here, we wake up and we're good. But I think that it's just what takes less time to style.
Is that what, okay.
Yeah. I mean, because who says silky hair and rough hair? Like, how do you know which one is better or not? Like, what aspect of it makes it better or not? Like,
exactly.
You know?
Yeah, my personal feeling is that good hair is healthy hair.
Yeah.
Good hair is hair that is well, not even manageable per se, but it's just hair that grows out of your head, like you said, in all places. I like that. All places. Okay, and especially if it's just what grows out of you naturally. It's good because you are good.
Right.
Okay, just as a human being. So anything that comes from me is good. So if my hair is kinky, it's good. If my hair is straight, it's good.
And you know what, just to build off of that, because you said it's growing out of you, it's very closely connected to what you actually put in your body.
Exactly.
And if you're taking better care of yourself, it's going to change what that hair looks like coming out of your head.
Exactly, because it has a lot, because of thinning, like what we talked about, because everything, goes, that's like a wellness segment.
Yeah, right.
But it's like, but it's true, because a lot of times when you see balding and you see dry scalp and all these other issues, you have to definitely check your diet, because that plays a big part. And I think it's important also to know that everyone's natural hair is not the same. So you may say, well, I don't want to go natural because look at her hair. I don't want to go natural because I want to go natural because of her hair. Right. And that's not necessarily the case.
And even on your head, your hair is different, because the hair that's back here is not the same hair in the front.
Yeah, that is so true.
The middle is much thicker. It's just, it's a process that you learn once you finally take that big leap.
So speaking of big leaps, what would you say to ladies, men are natural for the most part, but what would you say to ladies that are on the fence about, transitioning into natural hair?
Research, I would say. Educate yourself, talk to people. If you need to stop strangers on the street, gather as much information as possible, because you don't want to take that leap and not have the right tools, because it can be very frustrating. And you may feel like, it's not for me, I need the creamy crack. But just get yourself armed and informed.
Okay.
I mean, ultimately, it's your decision. So after this whole trend or this whole fade changes and everybody decides to go to the perm again or decides to get a weave again, are you gonna follow that trend, or are you doing it for yourself or for what's going on right now? So it has to be your decision. Do you really want to do it, or is it just all in the hype?
Wow. And you know, it's so amazing to me. What's interesting to me is that I will notice a woman with natural hair faster than I'll notice a woman without natural hair. Like when I saw you, I was like, I love your hair. That's the first thing I said. Because you're tall, you know, statuesque, and you have big hair. I mean, that to me, you're different. You can't line up a whole, you know, group of girls that look exactly the same. And like, you can't necessarily pick them out, but looking at you, tall, hair, like you're gonna stand out. And I think that's what's so amazing also about being natural, that you're so individual. It's such, you know, you're so unique.
Right.
You know?
And it adds to your self-esteem and just the way that you move in the world.
Exactly.
Because you know that you aren't part of the cookie cutter, and I think it also affects, you know, the decisions, well, like I said, how you move in the world, the decisions that you make.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys. Thank you, ladies. Fabulous ladies, for being a part of the Jane B Show. You guys look beautiful.
Thank you.
Keep wearing your hair. Keep doing whatever you need to do to feel good on the inside, because it's about feeling good on the inside and it radiates on the outside. Okay?
Thank you for having us.
Okay, you're welcome. So now you know, good hair is no longer a title reserved for certain women, but it's for you too. So embrace the natural, authentic you. So you can watch this and many other episodes at thejanebshow.com. Live your passion, improve your life.
Thank you.